Welcome everyone. I'm Devanago Petranta, and joining beside me is Heidi Kurniawan. Today we will be presenting our research on a critical challenge in modern cybersecurity, which is protecting digital image copyright against aggressive compression. As digital sharing explodes across the internet, protecting intellectual property is more important than ever. Our solution focuses on enhancing the robustness of digital image watermarking against JPEG compression. We achieve this through a novel of hybrid DCT-DWT approach. Over the next few minutes, I will walk you through about how we combine multi-resolution decomposition with chaotic encryption to create a highly secure, virtually indestructible watermark that survives even the most aggressive image compression. And let's move on to slide number 2. To understand our solution, we first need to understand the problem. The biggest threat to image copyright today isn't just malicious hackers. It's everyday technology we use. And when images are uploaded to social media, they undergo automatic aggressive JPEG compression. This mass distribution process utilizes lossy quantization, which it intentionally removes minor data to reduce file size. The problem is spatial weakness. Traditional watermarking methods like these significant bit substitution are instantly destroyed because the algorithm simply discards those small pixels modification. Therefore, the essential requirement for any modern watermark is that it must survive low quality factors to remain legally valid for authentication. Without the resilience, every upload becomes a potential point or authentication failure. And we created a safe zone for this. We didn't just build a strong watermark, we built a fortress. We utilize hybrid synergy by combining two distinct mathematical transform. Step 1 is multi-resolution isolation using DWT. We route our watermark exclusively into the low-frequency approximation subbed known as LL1. Think of this like a deep underground bunker that avoids the high-frequency clipping normally done by JPEG compression. Step number 2 is quantization alignment using DCT. Once inside that LL1 bunker, we apply an 8x8 DCT matrix to embed the data precisely into a structural format that JPEG algorithm inherently respects. The architectural result is a dual-layer protection system highly resilient against extreme compression. And while DCT-DWT structure protects the watermark from compression, we also need to protect the data itself from unauthorized access or extraction. We implemented dual security layer through watermark pre-processing. Before embedding, the watermark undergoes a two-stage encryption process. Stage 1 applies spatial scrambling using the Arnold transform for 15 iterations. This completely destroys any recognizable visual patterns and the use of it. Stage number 2 is applies value encryption using a chaotic logistic map. Yet by utilizing these symmetric keys, we ensure that even the malicious actor somehow locates the watermark within the host image. They cannot decode or decipher the payload without exact cryptographic keys.
Our first layer of evidence proves visual transparency. A robust watermark must not ruin the original image. Now, our tests achieve a mean PSNR or peak signal to noise ratio of 39.53 decibels. It is important to note that any PSNR values approaching 40 decibels remains completely invisible to the human eye. Additionally, a mean structural similarity index of 0.9412 confirms the original image structure is perfectly preserved with zero visible degradation. Our second piece of evidence demonstrates resilience to extreme compression. We tested our approach under heavy JPEG compression. At a standard quality factor of 70, we maintained a highly practical bit error rate of 8.78% and a normalized correlation coefficient of 0.82. More importantly, even under aggressive compression down to a quality factor of 30, our hybrid low-frequency shielding protected the data, ensuring that the watermark remained fully intact and recoverable. In conclusion, this research is a major step forward for copyright protection. Our synergistic architecture resolves the flaws of older methods. Combined with dual-layer chaos encryption, We secure the data while keeping it visually imperceptible. As for the real-world impact, we now have a robust, practical tool to successfully defend intellectual property against everyday aggressive image compression. The future relies on collaboration, innovation, and continuous learning. By staying ahead of emerging threats and embracing these cutting-edge hybrid technologies, we can build a much more secure digital environment. Thank you very much for your time and attention.